Hello, can you hear me now? There we go. Now I'm trying to get to something else. Oops. Hold on. Hey everyone. Now my microphone's on. That's good. We're halfway there. I'm having a technical difficulties. Hold on. You can tell that I have not been live for a minute. Let's see if I can figure out what's going on. Oh, there we go. Donna's here. Okay, I see a chat. We're good. We're good. That's a good thing. Okay. Hi Donna, there you are. Hello, hello. Okay. I think I am somewhat organized now. I don't know how this is going to work. Looks a little different than it normally does, but we're going to go with it. How's Donna? Thanks for joining me on YouTube. Let me know what's going on. Oh my goodness, it's been a minute, hasn't it? So I'm trying to think what's been going on. So, okay, my technical director says double thumbs up. So I'm guessing it's okay. Let's see what's been going on. So I wasn't live because I went to Destin, Florida, and I was teaching some classes there at the Scrap Happy Crop in Destin. And I went last year, and Christy is the organizer of the event, and she's always so kind, and it's so fun, and it's right there on the beach. So if we have a moment, now this year we did not because it was busy. I taught 4 classes, and I always meet some fantastic people, and it was so fun because some crafty friends went with me. And so we did that. And then last week, I'll be honest, let's see, we got home, I don't know, Monday or whatever. And by Thursday, I think I just was not prepared to go live. I don't know what was really going on, or if it was just me being lazy, or I think something happened. I'd been busy all day. Finally, it got to about 7 and I didn't have anything prepared. So I did not go live last week. So, but here I am this week. So hi, Laura Stahl. So fun things I received from Bindu at Crafty Meraki this week. You know, I dearly love Bindu, and she was a super sponsor for the Nashville Craft Retreat last year. She designed some birthday. Now I don't have any because I think I used all mine for the, hi Sue Bushman, for the Nashville Craft Retreat this past year for swag and for the Card Cafe. She designed a whole pack of effortless shimmer paper in a birthday design that's so fun. And there was one page with little party hats and I think pieces of cake. And I can't remember what else, but it was so cute. And everybody got a whole pack just like this to foil. And ThermoWeb gave everybody, I believe, a color harmony transfer foil in swag. And then in the Card Cafe, we had a foiling tutorial. And everybody learned, who did not know how to foil, that foil is the gift that keeps on giving. So we had so much fun because it was always like, wait, there's more. Wait, you can do more. Don't stop there. You can do more. And then they took the things that, the foiling that we did, and they could create a card with it using Crafty Meraki products. So fun. Let me put my face on. I have to fix my stream deck at some point. Let me get my face on here. Hey, everybody. So here's what's going on. Let's have a little chat first. If you do not know, the Nashville Craft Retreat is the annual crafting retreat that I organize and host. And thank goodness I have a team of amazing people. We have 4 teachers. Let me give you a little synopsis of what's going on next year because we're almost sold out. It's been crazy, but registration is now open. I will go and put the link to register under this video. I forgot to do that. I'm so sorry. Maybe someone, if you can put the link to the Nashville Craft Retreat page on the internet, it's www.nashvillecraftretreat.com/Nashville Craft Retreat, I believe. And all the information for the craft retreat is there, plus the link to go register. Registration is now open, and we have so much fun every year. It is an extravaganza. If you've never been, hi Cindy. Here's what happened. I've been a crafter for 10, almost 11 years now. And I've been to a few craft retreats, crops, things like that. And I decided that I wanted to create, most retreats are organized by businesses. So when you get there, you're using one company's products by one company's teachers. And that's normally how it goes. And their big thing is they want to sell you a bunch of their stuff, right? That's how they actually make the money. The retreat is fun to do, but they also do it because they make a lot of money when you buy a lot of stuff there. And that's fine, right? But I, as a crafter, I wanted to learn different techniques primarily. I wanted to learn a lot of different kinds of techniques. I wanted to have different teachers that had different styles, maybe people that I had not heard of in the industry before. I wanted to use lots of company products, not just one company's products, because, companies tend to have their own style, which is fantastic. But I always wanted to use a lot of people's stuff, and I didn't want it to be kind of the same thing. So I decided to make the retreat that I wanted. And we've had 3 now. We started in 22, 23. We had one in 24. It's always at the end of May. It's a 3-day retreat. And we start with a meet and greet on Wednesday night. And there's normally a theme. Thank you, Sue Crafter. There's the link for that. That's in Facebook. Ricardo, could you also go to YouTube, or someone post that link on YouTube so that you see it there also for the people who are not on Facebook? So we start on Wednesday night with a themed meet and greet, and we play Get to Know You Bingo. And it's always been a pajama party theme, but for 2025, are you ready? The theme for the meet and greet is, and I'm giving you options, so you're not locked into one thing. It's either 70s disco or hippie, because the whole theme for this year's retreat is 70s beach vibes. So we're thinking groovy 70s kinds of things. So you can either go 70s disco or you can go hippie vibes. And so that's the meet and greet. And the logo is Peace, Love, and Crafty Vibes in 25. And we're really excited about it. I mean, lots of fun things planned. So that's Wednesday night. You come in on the 28th. And then Thursday, we start crafting, and we go all day long, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, May 29th through May 31st. And we keep you busy all day long. You do not have time to go sightsee or to go, unless you're going to skip stuff, which you can do if you want, because you pay for the retreat and you can go do whatever you want. You can go take a nap in the middle of the day. That's okay. You're going to miss some stuff. But I have 4 amazing teachers for 2025. Kelly Taylor of Kelly Taylor Cards is an amazing artist, and I think she's best known probably for her coloring. See, Laura's been there. Almost everybody that's on here has been there before, and it is so much fun. So we have Kelly Taylor, and she's a great colorist, but she's just an all-around fantastic person and crafter. Everybody loves Kelly. So she'll be there again this year. Next year. She was there this year also. First timer this year. She'll be a veteran next year. Also, Andrea Shell, my good friend. And I'm lucky enough that Andrea lives right here in my hometown. We both live in the Nashville area. And Andrea's been every year. And Andrea, she's my right-hand woman, because she knows, she can read my mind before I even say it. And she is on it. And so she's just fantastic, and she's a wonderful card maker and scrapbooker. And so she teaches a class lots of times for the scrapbookers, because at the same time that we have the craft retreat going on, we have a crop going on, and the crop is already sold out for next year. Sold out. It's crazy. I am creating a waiting list. So if you're a cropper and you wanted to come, you can still register because you'll be on the waiting list. I don't have anybody on the waiting list yet. And there's always a couple people who can't come. Last year, there was almost a group of 4 ladies who could not come, but then they could. So don't be afraid to put your name on the waiting list. And in case someone cancels, and there's always someone that cancels, and then you can fill their seat. So, but technically it's sold out. And then that's going on at the same time the craft retreat is going on. And it's just basically open crop time that the croppers can do whatever they want. If you've ever been to a crop, it's just you do what you want. Mostly scrapbookers are there. That's sold out. And also we've added for next year, we're going to have vendors. So we're going to have shopping, and we have like 3 to 5 vendors, I can't remember, for next year already lined up. And I'm really excited about that because feedback from my guests was that they love shopping. That's half the fun of crafting, right? So due to popular demand, we have added vendors for next year. So we're really excited about that. And let's see what else. So that's new next year. And the other thing that's new for next year is I have added a Bible journaling day, the day after the retreat and the crop is over. And I forgot about this. The Bible journaling class is on Sunday, June 1st. And it's super sponsored by Creative Worship Stamps, Corinne Sutherland. She's designing special stuff just for us. And that's a 1-day workshop for Bible journaling. I had such a demand for that. We sold out very quickly that I called the hotel and I got the bigger meeting room. So we have now reopened registration and I can take more people. So if you didn't get in, please go and register for that. It's 1 day. And it's Sunday after the retreat. And this has not been publicly announced, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. If you're a retreat guest or some of the croppers, I have gone ahead and reserved the 2 crop rooms for Sunday. And you can, as an add-on to either the retreat or the crop, you can add 1 day of open crafting or cropping for an additional charge. You can move in Saturday evening and craft all day Sunday to maybe complete projects or whatever you'd like to do. It's not on the registration form. I'm going to have to figure out and add people first come, first serve. Half of the seats are already filled just from crop people who wanted to stay an extra day. So, phew, that is everything going on. Like the Nashville Craft Retreat, y'all, it is every year. I think we're not going to get any bigger. We can't get any better. And every year it does. And so it's insane. So that much more going on this year. So if you, we still have a few seats left for the Nashville Craft Retreat. Crop is closed. You can register for the wait list. And then now we've got more seats. We've reopened registration for the Bible journaling workshop. Also taught by Corinne Sutherland and myself. So, and that is already all planned. I'm so excited. It's the first annual and I am blown away by the interest in it. It's very exciting. So that's the craziness going on for the craft retreat. So if you're not registered, please go register and you can see all the details there that someone posted the link for. Okay. Phew. So here's what's going on. Let's get my camera going this way. Okay. So Bindu, who was a super sponsor at last year's retreat, sent me some fantastic new products that are for like a birthday or celebration theme. That's the release has already gone live. And in this release, she has created 3 new effortless shimmer paper packs. And if you've never used them, they are toner pages that you can hot foil in a laminator, a Meek machine, Genie K Fuse machine. And if you've never foiled, it is a rabbit hole and it is addicting. One of the classes that I taught in Florida a couple weeks ago was all about foiling tips and tricks. And people were blown away. They had never foiled before, and they were so excited because they did not realize that foiling is the gift that keeps on giving, and they loved it. It was fantastic. We used the effortless artistry papers plus the new holiday effortless shimmer papers, and foiled and created tags, and oh, I forget, we created an ornament and easy Christmas cards and tags. We had so much fun. So I thought we would, with this new release that Bindu sent me, and by the way, look at this awesome birthday party die. Bindu had one like this. I believe it was a slimline die, and I was so glad when I saw that she redid it in an A2 size, because I love, you know, this die, and I wanted it in the A2 size. And this is called Party Balloons Background Die, and it's so cute. And there, I have to tell you, go to Bindu's website. All the links are there in the shopping list. Don't forget, all of my links are, almost all of them are affiliated links, and every single penny goes to charity. I donate every penny, and plus normally add a little bit more. We recently donated to the Hurricane Helene relief, and I think I gave to Samaritan's Purse for that. Will there be any foiling classes at the retreat? Stephanie asks. Stephanie, good question. Last year at the retreat in the Card Cafe is another thing that we add into the retreat, and it is a guest favorite. On Friday evenings after dinner, we have what's called the Card Cafe, and there's it's self-selected. You can do as much or as little as you want, and people just wander from workstation to workstation, and some of them are just make and takes, and others feature something in the industry, like foiling last year. A couple years ago, we did resin molds featuring Finnabair Prima molds. Let's see, we did stitching one year. We've done so many different things. It's something that we know, if as the teaching team, we're excited about, or we've learned and we think y'all want to learn something. That's normally the idea. That's how it started. And then we added in more make and takes. And last year we did have a foiling station. That was actually mine, and we used the Gina K sponsored, and we used Gina K fuse machines with the, like I said, everybody got a booklet from Crafty Meraki of effortless shimmer papers. That's their toner cardstock. And Thermofoil donated everybody a pack of their new Color Harmony transfer foils. And so we did a lot of foiling, and then you could take it and create cards. Probably not going to do foiling again because we don't want to do the same thing twice. But Stephanie, that's why I'm doing it here. There's lots of videos on my YouTube and on other people's, but we did foiling last year. So we normally try to do different. I'm sure there's going to be new things we're all going to be really excited about. So probably not again. But I'm glad you're here tonight. And Stephanie, are you registered? I think you're registered for the craft retreat. Am I right? I'm so glad you're here. And if you have registered, thank you for registering. I'm excited. I think this will be next year will be your first year. Is that right? Are you new to us? I think you are. So here's what's going on. I die cut this die several times out of black cardstock and layered it up. Can you see it? And then I die cut it out of gold sparkly paper, glitter paper, and I'll link this in the links. Okay, and that's what we're doing tonight, Stephanie. So we're going to do some foiling in a second. So I layered that all up. I glued them. I didn't glue them. I used tape because I was in a big hurry, but I really wanted a lot of dimensions. So I've already done that for you. And how cute is that die? Now, here's the cool thing with this die. You could create a shaker card. You can paper piece in, which is what we're going to do. You can do just a few balloons, which you got to go to the Crafty Meraki website and look at all the designers makes, or go to Instagram, because I hadn't even thought about all the different things you could do with this, and it's so cute. But definitely, I would love a shaker card. You know, I love little individual window shaker cards, but we're going to foil tonight. So I wanted you to know I already did that. let's get the fuse machine. It heats up so quickly. You don't even, you know, I've already talked too much that it would have been way overheated, not way overheated, but it heats very quickly. So let's get this plugged in. And I will tell you, we learned at the crop, because someone was using it and they left it plugged in, it can get too hot. These laminators get really hot. This is the Gina K fuse machine. Turn it on back here in the back. I don't know if there we go. Can I get it? There. Here's the on button. This is how easy it is. Are you ready, Stephanie? Look, turn that on. Okay. It's going to look like it's not on. Oh no, what did I do? What's wrong? All you have to do is push this button. Ask me how I know, because I forgot that and couldn't figure out how to turn it on at the crop, because it had been a couple months. But here we go. Turn it on. Now it's on. Now, normally I find what works pretty perfectly is to put it on a level 3. Okay, so you do it. It's going to flash red until it's ready. Does not take long at all, I'm telling you. So let's pick. I was going to pick, I wish I could find some birthday ones, but like I said, I think I used them. So I think I'm going to use this little kind of snowflakey looking thing. These are printed foilable toner sheets from Crafty Meraki. And in the book, you get 24 sheets. Okay, so I don't want the little triangle-y one. I'm going to use this one. Okay, so let's pull one of these out. And it just looks like white cardstock print with like black printing on it, okay? So pull this out, and you need a carrier sheet. And carrier sheets, I think, normally come with the machine, or you can get them anywhere you can get the foil. Okay, so it just looks like a little sleeve of plastic. Okay, I have heard that you can also use parchment paper, but I've not done that, or even copy paper, but I have not done that. So you can also use a laminator, but I will tell you the settings become different. I'm not sure what they would be. And I also have a mink machine, and normally I think the level 3 is good for my mink machine. So you take your carrier sheet, you put your ESP, which is the effortless shimmer paper, with your printed side up. And now we need to get a piece of foil, and I'm going to, here's what I love to use. Oh, let's hope I can find it, because I don't see it. Oh, here it is. This is so incredibly easy. I love this Fiskars rotary trimmer. Buy them when they're on sale at one of the craft stores. This one's a small one. And I just do it right here on my craft mat. It won't hurt anything. And you just, oh, our fuse is ready. You see the green light on. Doesn't take long. I still give it a little bit more time to totally heat up. And what's happening in here is there are these rollers, and they apply pressure and heat as you send your foiling through it. They press on it, they heat it, it goes very slowly, and then when it comes out, it's foiled. Okay, so let's cut a piece of foil. Let's just go ahead and start with this pretty blue. And this is about 6 inches, so I can roll this out. And look how easy this cutter is. It's a rotary cutter. I just go like this, and it's perfect. No messing with scissors or anything. Now, here's the other trick. Also, if you really want to learn everything you could possibly ever know about foiling, is you need to go join Foiling Snobs Club and watch Nancy Stamps. Everybody in the industry knows that Nancy is the expert on everything foiling. I am not a 100% expert. I just know I foil quite a bit, and these are a lot of the tips and tricks I've learned over time and probably heard from other people. And I will tell you that Nancy always believes in dusting off her foil and her sheets, because little pieces of dust and things can be on your foil that you can't even see. So I'm using a Swiffer sheet. I think she uses a brush. You know, there's all kinds of tricks. So I like using a Swiffer sheet, and you just brush off the back side of your foil. And I try not to get too many fingerprints on my foil either. I honestly don't know if that's a thing. I just try not to. Also, there's a little bit of tape in here. So hopefully it didn't put any tape on my paper anywhere that I don't want it. And I'm dusting off my sheet. I'll be honest, most of the time I don't dust off anything, and I'm normally pretty happy with the results. So you want to put the foil pretty side up, okay, just like this. And I'm putting it in there, and I want it kind of straight on my card. And I'm just going to, it's not all the way up at the top, but that's okay. I'm going to kind of smooth it out. Here's the deal. We were using this. I see now some people got some repositionable tape because we were taping down some things and running it through the foiler. This might really mess up my foiling. But I don't know. Here, this other side might be better. Let's see. I'm going to flip it over. Can you see the little tape that's on there? Because we were taping individual sentiments. And so I'm going to flip this. We're going to do it this way because I'm hoping that that does not cause. Now the foil is not on the blue side. The foil is the silver side that heats, but I don't want that sticky side to stick to my foil and not let it move if it needs to move. So I'm going to put my toner card on that side. So if it sticks to that, it'll be fine. And now foil side up so that you can see the pretty part. Kind of put it all the way into the fold. This is a carrier sheet, so it's fused at this end, okay, so it's closed, and you're going to send that through first on the machine. So it's still green. I can hear the rollers going, and it's going to go very slowly, and we're going to send it through there. Now, when this is done, yes, I knew God has answered one of my desires of my heart with finding your website. Yay, Stephanie! That makes me so happy. Thank you. I'm thrilled you found us too. So here we go. It's coming through. And here's what you want to also have. If you're buying foiling or anything like this, buy these toner sheets. It is literally a whole piece of A2 cardstock. You can get bigger sheets, and it's completely covered with that black toner. And foil is going to stick to this whole thing. So this is what gets exciting. This is just the first step, okay? So you're running it through, and this is when it starts getting crazy. So you want these when you buy foil. Trust me. Okay? So it's gone through. It's pretty warm, okay? So be careful, like it's hot on the back. So you can wave it around and let it cool a little bit. Doesn't really matter. And now we're going to open it up. And are you ready? Are you ready? This is always the best part. People I would pull it out, or they'd hand it to me, and I would tell them they had to do it. Are you ready? Because this is the magical part. And I don't know that you can really see it. Oh, there you can. Look. Look-y. How pretty that is. Yay. Oh my word. And like, it doesn't even do it justice. I need to find a new carrier sheet because look, it doesn't matter that it did that on the back, but it's sticky. So, and then the hot rollers kind of melt it so it gets more sticky. But look how pretty. And I'm telling you, when I look at it, it is perfect. There's not one spot that I see that didn't foil correctly. It is absolutely perfect. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Like, you can't even see it on camera. Seriously, it's so pretty. Okay, here's the thing. So now we've got this. Great, right? Okay, but we've got this sheet. We don't want to throw it away, right? Watch. This is where everybody's mind is usually blown. Let's see if we can get 2 of these on here. I don't know that we can, but I don't want to do 2. So I'm going to put that card in there, and I'm going to put it like this because it doesn't matter how our pattern goes because it's the same going both directions. So put that in there. Now put your negative foiling in there, okay, just like this. Kind of squeeze out any air bubbles, even though the rollers are going to do it. See? Pretty side up. And now we're going to run it back through there. Okay. So that's that one. And I think it'll be good. We'll use some gold. So now we're going to need a sheet of gold that's about an A2 size. So I'm cutting that one. Let's hope that's the right side because I don't want to waste my foil, right? And this is, look how pretty this is. It's like 1970s flake, you know, all those big flakes like on all kinds of things from the 70s. Okay, so it's running through. We also have some silver. Let's see, in my color harmony, I have some silver. You get all different colors in here. It's always one color family, but you get different kind of sheets. Then I have some pinks. I have these pretty turquoise. I thought I had red, but I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is over here. And this is finished. And so I have red too. So basically what we're doing is we're creating different colors of our balloons in foil. Okay, so pulling this out. Okay, now are you ready? Can you see this? So now look what happened. We have now used the entire area on this toner card of that foil. So you really have like zero waste. Okay. Zero waste. And look at this. It's an A2 size card. Can you see it? You probably can't see it exactly, but now what has not been foiled are those little places that already got foiled on this one. So out of this one sheet with that one blue sheet of foil, we've now gotten two things, right? But wait, now we're going to do this again. Are you ready? Put that one, your toner sheet, in your carrier. Now put this one in, pretty side up. Okay. Now my line was crooked. I did not cut that very well. Let's see if this one will go better. I'm just trying to put it straight at the top because we want this whole card to be covered, right? Now put that in there. Squeeze out any air. Let's do it again. And notice I forgot to wipe off the toner card and it looked good. I always forget. That's why I don't do it. Do I get upset when then I have a mistake and it doesn't foil? Yeah, but it's just so easy. And honestly, a lot of times I don't have any problems. It is amazing how easy this is to do. Okay, so we originally started with the ESP from Crafty Meraki. That was this one. Okay, here's the other cool thing. Do you know you can ink blend over top of these? And the foil will resist the inking. And if we have time, we'll do some. But this cardstock takes ink very well. But then you want to buff it off just a little bit with like a lint-free rag or a paper towel. And it'll wipe any ink off of the foiled area. And then you'll have a pretty colored cardstock in whatever color you wanted. Okay, now we've got this one. Are you ready? Oh, that one was still in there. That was funny. It was still stuck in there, so it ran through. It didn't hurt anything because it was covered in gold. That's hysterical. I was looking at it going, why is this in here? What's this doing? I had forgotten it because it stuck to this little bit of tape. Didn't hurt anything because it was already covered with the gold. That's a hoot. Sorry, amateur hour here. Okay, so let's get this out of here. Okay, are you ready? This is where it gets really exciting. So we ran it through and we got this, right? Then we ran the toner sheet, one of these. This is basically like glue, even though it's ink. Think of it as glue. We ran this through with our negative piece that looked like this from foiling this one. We ran it through like this. And when it came out, it was all gone. And it created the blue card, right? And then the little flowers were not foiled. So we ran it through a second time with the gold. Are you ready? Can you see it? Oh, look. Isn't this so fun? It's my favorite. I think it's one of my favorite things because like, I don't even know that you can see how pretty. I don't think you can see how pretty this is. Look how pretty that is. Can I get an ooh, ah? I mean, come on. That is so pretty. And now it's all foiled. Now, is it 100% perfect when you run it through like a couple times? I know, isn't it awesome, Stephanie? Thank you for playing along. No, it's not perfect. I'll tell you. I don't know if you can see it, but like right there's a foiling mistake. Right there's one. But seriously, look further away. Do you see one now? No, right? Nobody's gonna pick that out. Nobody. When I really look at it, I start seeing some more mistakes, but it is fantastic. There's a little bit of not foiling right there. And sometimes that happens because you've run it through and you're just not going to get it perfect like on the second or third run, right? Because you can only expect so much, but I think there's Stacy and Lisa. Oh, I got lots of oohs and ahs now. Thank you for playing along with me, right? So how pretty. Let's do another one because guess what? This can be a balloon. We'll run this through the die cutter and we're going to piece foiled balloons into our die cut, right? We're going to piece balloons in here of different color. Isn't that cute? And we can foil some. You could ink some. There's so many different things you could do. One of the designers just put balloons in these three and it looked really good. And then all the other balloons were just either white or I can't remember. And then some people just did like three here. And then, you can do others. You could do the background in a different color. So many things. Like I said, shaker. I'm just in love with this die. So there's one. Let's see, what other colors of balloons do we need? And then look, you could even do a balloon in this one and leave it white with a pattern on it. And now keep in mind, wait a minute. Hello. Now we've done that one. See that side? We've run this through. You can run this through on another toner card and have a gold one, right? We could do a gold balloon. And then you run it through again in another color for the little diamonds. You see, it's insane. You keep going and going and going. I know, Lisa, isn't that die so cute? I love it. I was so excited when Bindu said she was going to send it to me. So don't throw these away. Even if you're not using it right now, don't throw it away. Keep it. Okay, how about we do a red one? Look how pretty that is. Really pretty. So everybody got a pack of this. Everybody who comes to the craft retreat gets swag. And swag is different every year. And it's almost all of it is donated by companies. So I never know what we're going to get. And it's always exciting. And we are very appreciative because it is never far from my mind that these companies are just giving us stuff for all of the guests. So it's fun to see what they send in. Thermofoil and Crafty Meraki, we were definitely very excited. Look, I got the end of a roll, it looks like. So we can use that for sentiments and stuff, though. Let's look at the different ones. So there's a lighter red. I don't know if you can see it. There's a lighter red, a darker red, and then there's this like prismatic red color. So let's use, one's more of a pinky red. It's hard to see unless you're here in person. Let's use the more red, okay? And get this put back away. And I do these, I like to store either back in this little envelope, or if I'm being lazy, I'll just put it in one of my craft stamp kind of plastic envelopes. So we don't even need to cut this one. And now let's see, what are we going to do? We are going to use another one of these. I'm going to use the little snowflakey one, probably for most of them. Okay, so pull this out of the booklet, and you get 24 pages in a booklet. It's a lot. So this goes in your carrier sheet. Okay. And then this is going on top. Now look, because these sheets are not 6 inches, we've got a little bit of left that you can just add another piece of foil over and run it through again later. And it's not going to hurt this running through at all. It won't hurt it, okay? Run this one through. And then we're going to need a toner card. And there's the one we already did. Remember this one? How pretty it was? And put this to the side. I don't want to lose all my pieces that I'm using. I'm going to show you how we're going to run this through the die machine. We can kind of do it in between running things through the fuse machine and kind of pull double duty because, you know, I only go until 8. So it's however much we get done is however much we get done. And you know, if you follow me, I don't normally get a card done because I talk too much. Now, I am not worried if you see me put this die down. I am not worried about losing it, not being centered and maybe losing something, because all I want are solid, probably, you know, pieces of the balloons. So if it's not the perfect cut edge on the sides, I don't care because I already have my frame going on. So I think it looks pretty good. Hopefully it's fine. So we have that, and we're going to have this ready to run through the die cutting machine, but let's go ahead and open this one. Okay, so my toner did heat up a little bit and melted like the toner, and it did go on my carrier sheet. So we won't be able to reuse the bottom of this. I could cut it off before I run it through here and then save it, and it wouldn't ruin it. I'm okay with that for right now. But if you cut it off, trim it off and keep it, then you can use it for something else. But I was wrong. When you run it through, it does heat it up, and I wondered that. It heated it up. It went on my carrier sheet, which doesn't hurt that at all. That doesn't affect anything, but we won't be able to use this. It won't be a good foiling piece. But this other part that we needed is just fine. So let's take this out. I don't know. Hopefully you can see it. Ooh, look how pretty. And there is the red. I wish you could see it in person because it's always so pretty. And once again, we got a perfect, 100% perfect. I do not see one mistake, one flaw at all. Not one. And it looks so pretty. Okay. So there's that. Set that one aside too. Now we're going to take our negative and put a toner card in here. I'm going to put it this way. This will not hurt your carrier sheet at all. It will not foil on your carrier sheet if there's no toner there or stickiness. Now, if there's stickiness, that might, you know, get it to foil, but I'm not worried about it. Okay, so that's going back in there with there's the toner card, black side up, pretty side up facing you on the foil. Okay. Now we're going to run that through, and we're going to run this through the die cutting machine because I want to show you. Gotta hold it down. I want to show you how I'm planning on piecing these back in on my card. Okay. So there's that out of the die machine. Pull the die off, and there, see, all of our balloons have been die cut. So I want to make sure that we get these pieces, and I might use side balloons. So we need to be careful and pick those out and put them in. I think I have a little Crafty Meraki dish that I love. It's so cute. I don't know what I did with it. That I would put these in so that I don't lose them. Or in my, how about this? In my scrapbook.com sorting trays, we'll put those in there. Okay, so set that aside for a second. Here's this foiling so we get a process going. I'm thinking primary colors for our balloons. That's what I'm going for. Okay, there is, look how pretty. I mean, it's perfect, right? It is absolutely It looks fantastic. Now, let's run it through again. Okay, so that's going here. And we could use silver. We could use blue. We can use gold. I'm thinking, what colors do we want to use? Let's see. I'm thinking, oh, I have silver. Where's in those color harmony sheets here? Now, here's another tip. If you use the Glimmer hot foil machine or hot foil plates, that is a different kind of foil, and you want to make sure that you keep your foils separated. I use, let me show you. Let's see if you can see it. Here we go. If you see up there, I'm trying to look up here. Those are my hot foil laminator rolls, okay? I have them on complete opposite ends of my shelves. Those are hot foil rolls. Those over there are my Glimmer hot foil rolls. Two different kinds. They will not work in the same thing. Those don't melt enough for the laminator, so you have to keep them separated. And I can put it in my links. I use like nail polish trays to sort them because they look pretty too, right? So mine are separated. Make sure you know if you do both that it's different kinds of foil. Okay, so let's see what I've got here. Let's use a piece of silver now with this red. Even though we have gold, I'm not against mixing the metals. So I'm going to pull a piece of silver out. Let's see if I can do this without pulling them all out. Yay. Okay. Ooh, look at that. That's like, oh, I guess I need my camera down. Hold on. Look, in that pack, there's this matte silver. I like that. And then there's this shiny one. That's really pretty. I really kind of like that one. But we're going to use the silver shiny one. Our card's in there. So let's go ahead and now it might be a good idea to do a little dusting. If I can find my Swiffer sheet. Just because that's been run through. And then maybe we won't even have the few mistakes that we had the last time. And I'm not even going to do it on my sheet because I just took it out of the package and I'm lazy. Okay. So now we're running this through again. Oh, do you see how I almost did it again? The red sheet stuck, so I was going to leave it in there. It's because I have three things going on in my head. Okay. Now, and then there's our card on the back. Okay. Run this through. And at some point, I thought I had a black card base. I think it's over here. I had one. And I want to adhere this to my black card base. Okay. I'm going to cut one real fast because I have some black cardstock right here. So give me just a second. I'm going to cut an A2 card. And score it. I know I had one because I had already used the bone folder on it and everything. There we go. And you know I like to use my repositionable tape to hold it closed while I'm working on it. Okay, and this is all done. I am going to adhere my card to my black card base. And now you see how I put dimension. I'm going to adhere it, and you can actually see all the dimension on there. This would be so pretty if I had turned it into a shaker card, right? But I'm just going to adhere it onto the card, okay? So let's get this out. The silver has gone through. That was easy. Pull that out. And once again, now you've got another negative piece that you can put on a toner card. Ta-da! Look, now you have red and silver. So now we can do red and silver balloons. We're going to run this back through again with the die, because now I want some red balloons to go. And we're gonna do all primary colors: blue, red. Well, actually the colors I have: blue, red, green. You know, maybe a gold one, maybe a silver one. We'll see. So, but first I need to take I'm going to turn this off for a second, because you see how quickly it heated up, and this way it won't overheat. And I'm going to set it to the side, because I've got too many things going on. Let's get this adhered onto my card. I am going to use my Barely Arts glue. I came home and I unpacked from the crop, and I cleaned. Y'all, you should have seen my desk today. It was beautiful. Now it's all messy again, but I cleaned it. So let's get this glued. A little bit more glue in the corner. What's everybody working on? Are you getting holiday decorations out? I have not done that yet. I've been busy. Oh, I know what I've been doing. I'm putting more glue on here. It's kind of a thin line before it got going. I have been working on, if you've been to the Nashville Craft Retreat in the past 2 years, as you know, I've created my own paper collections that we use for some paper crafting in one of the classes. So that's what I've been working on a lot. And so it takes a long time to get the design that I actually want. And that's what I have been working on. And what happens is, I am not a watercolorist, like artist. I don't create my own images. I find artists and I purchase their work for commercial purposes. And then, it comes like in individual images most of the time, like let's say a bird or a butterfly or whatever the image is, and they create these images. And so I purchase the collection for commercial purposes, meaning I can use them and then resell it. And I do not claim them as my own. Full disclosure, I always tell people I am not the original artist. However, I then create my own collection with that art that I purchased from someone else. And that's how most companies do it, unless they have their own artists in-house, which most do not. And so that's how I create my paper collections. And 2 years ago, oh my goodness, I don't know how, it was so cute. We did a Sweet Dreams, and it was kind of after the Nutcracker Suite, but it was more like Candyland colors and soft pinks and mint and just lavenders. It was so pretty and so adorable with the ballerina and all the fun things from the Nutcracker. And then I also did a winter kind of woodland critters collection for the holidays 2 years ago. And then this past year, we did an Alice in Wonderland theme for the Nashville Craft Retreat. It was so fun. And so I'm working on the collection for next year. And because normally I put it off until way too late. Oh, yes, Donna says, and my matching bling, because I love to create my own embellishment mixes. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. And but there's a lot we're doing for next year that I'm really excited about for the theme, the hippie beach theme. So really excited. So now can you see all the dimension on there? I have it all adhered. And here's what I'm thinking that we're doing with this. This is my plan. We'll see how it goes. Get my jewel picker and maybe some tweezers, and we're going to need some foam. So here's my plan. I want all these background open areas to stay just the black open area, but then I want the balloons popped up with the dimension of what we created with all that cardstock. So we need to pick our balloons out here, and don't get rid of any. That's why I kept my scrapbook.com tray, because we won't need the frame and we don't need like the negative, but we're going to need some balloons, right? So keep your balloons. Anything that could be a balloon, we want to keep, but all the extra little doodad pieces we do not need. So like this one over here is a balloon. This one's a balloon. And does all that make sense? So this is a balloon. It's kind of sticking to even that little tiny piece is a balloon, but I doubt we're going to do much with that because it's so tiny. I don't know that anybody would notice it, but maybe they will. So we're going to keep that for the perfectionist that we want to be. And then this one, okay, this one. That one is supposed to be. See how these little sharp tweezers help get these up? That one and this one. And even this one is supposed to be one. Oops. And you don't have to do every single one, okay? If you want to leave other ones blank, you can do that. This one is probably supposed to be. And this one. And even this one. But you don't have to. Do what you want. And I think I got all of them. This one technically probably should be too. Okay. So keep all those little pieces. And if I missed one, it's okay. No big deal. So get rid of all this, and then we're going to run the other one through because I just want to show you, like I said, we're not going to finish it. Now it's really sticking to my plate. But I want to show you my thinking. Oh, this blue one should probably go too. Oops. Now, be prepared. That toner card is a lot more flimsy than normal cardstock. It is not a heavyweight paper, just so you know. So like that one even got bent. So I kind of take these plates sometimes and scrape off. I don't know if you can see it. I went like this with my plate just to scrape off the pieces that are sticking to the magnet, because when you cut it, it kind of cuts into the magnet. And because that paper was so flimsy, it did not want to come off there. But when I scraped it with the other plate, worked perfectly. I hear my Labrador barking in the bedroom now. So let's go ahead and run this one through, and then I'm going to show you my thinking because we're at an hour and I'm starving, and we need to go eat dinner. Okay, so putting that through there. And I'm going to use some foam tape. And now I've got the red one. Do you have any other questions before we finish? And here's what's going to happen. I'm putting this foam tape right in these balloons so we can piece it in here. Where'd my other? Here it is. And then I can cut these other ones if I need to. See that? So now I'm all ready to piece, different balloons in. Don't want it on my foil or my glitter paper. So let's get one of these. Let's use a pretty blue one. And is that one going to go there? Yes. Now, technically, should I put more foam in here so that I don't have any, like I should have put a couple pieces in here and it would have been better. So, just so you know, if I were redoing this, that's what I would do. Now, put some glue on here so you have wiggle room, right? And I think this piece will fit right here. Okay, and now I'm going to do a red one. Let's do this one right here. Can you see? So we are going to have oh, look, you can see that foam tape under there. That's another reason, like, I would put maybe a couple. But now remember, it's only partly because my glue is wet. It'll probably be better. But that's that, toner cards are not a heavyweight cardstock. So if you were really picky, if this were going to someone super, super special, what I might do is take all these die cuts of these balloons and stack them up just in the balloon place and glue them all together so you have that dimension if you really wanted to go the extra mile like I was going with this one. But I don't know if you can see what I was going for, but like lots of dimension here because these areas will be open, but then you'll have the balloons that'll be popped up and flush with the rest of it. But look, you've got the double foiling in the colored balloons. And then what you didn't see is, because we didn't get there, where's my die? I have the cutest little happy birthday die. And I don't know where it is because I've already lost it on my desk. It was over here. Oh, here it is. Look how cute. We have happy birthday dies in the new release. 2 words. It's got the shadow and then it's got individual letters. Okay. If you aren't sure where they go, you can always create a jig by die cutting it and putting it over the shadow and then piece in your letters right there, glue them and then remove your jig and it'll all be placed exactly where it should go. Look how cute. Happy birthday. So that's the sentiment that's going to go on my card when we're all done with all the foiling. Okay. This may not be the card. I'll finish this card, but the balloons would be really pretty inked also. So you could do lots of things. You could die cut. You could not use any foiling and just die cut out of glitter cardstock. That would be pretty. You could just foil the sentiment. All kinds of things you could do with this one. You could have a foiled background. Okay. All kinds of things. So what do you think? Isn't it cute? Look at that foiling. Ooh, that's so pretty. I love the double foiling. And then don't forget, we have these sheets too that we created. There's the red one. There's the blue one. Don't forget you can ink over this. It's just, the foiling is so magical. I love it. So what do you think? Did I answer questions? Do you have any other questions? Because I think we're going to stop there because I'm starving. It's dinner time, way past dinner time. What do you think? Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I had fun. If you have any other questions, make sure you leave a comment in YouTube. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, click notifications to be notified when I'm live or when I have new content. And don't forget to go register for the Nashville Craft Retreat at www.nashvillecraftretreat.com/Nashville Craft Retreat. And we'd love to have you join us next year. It's so fun. Oh, I didn't list my other two teachers. What am I thinking? We talked about Kelly Taylor, Andrea Shell, and then I have a new teacher this year joining us. Her name is Natalie Dill. She's on the A Cherry on Top design team. She's more of a paper crafter, more scrapbooking and paper crafting, but also card maker. So she's really good to add into the mix. I'm really excited. And then myself. So there you go. I want thank goodness I didn't forget to, name Natalie, because we're really excited to have her. She will probably be teaching a class for the croppers, and she will be teaching the class with my paper collection and also super sponsor Scrap Diva Designs products. So really exciting. A lot going on that is already planned for next year. All right, Stephanie, that's what we're all about. We're all about learning, practicing, teaching techniques, and then you get to go practice all on your own. So I'm so glad you found us. We are thrilled to have you here. And thank you, everybody, for joining me. And next Thursday's Thanksgiving. So I will not be live. I might go live at another point during the week, earlier in the week, but you know how that goes. Maybe, maybe not. So if I don't see you, happy Thanksgiving. Be safe, safe travels. Have a fantastic holiday. Okay. Eat lots of turkey. It's good for you. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you later. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.